her cat. There you are. Hey, Kitty. Guest. I had what?
Sound is good.
Sound is good. I had a lot of anxious, nervous energy earlier, and then I warmed up, and it wore off, and I got tired and sleepy, and now it's starting to get some back.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm going to try something different. I don't know that I've ever tried running downhill. I'm going to try that. I'll try to. That's interesting, but
how did it feel?
it felt like running downhill. It just felt like running downhill. It actually is running downhill. Not it's running down great. I don't know how to say it. Okay, so what time do we usually start doing? About 5 more minutes. So maybe I just walk some for 5 minutes. Oh, I just realized I'm almost out of mementos to talk about. Those things aren't mementos. You know, like the stopwatch and the back scratcher and the pencil and the books. Tissue. Oh, okay. I'll do that next week. And then I can do my medals.
Yeah.
Oh, I can talk about that painting. I can take it off the wall and show it closer in front of the camera. The artist named S. Anson, didn't we meet her?
Yeah.
Do you remember what the S stood for? I don't either. What was it the photographer called that style? No. Art naif? Yeah. I'm gonna run some. Just a little. Oh! I know something I'll show folks. Okay, I got the one. So, okay. Recently, when I was more than recently, when I was making a video, I recorded myself speed walking at 5 miles per hour. Walking meaning no flight time. One of my feet was always touching. What I did recently was try to see if I could go faster than that, and I did. So I'll try to show us. It looks funny. Okay, there's 5. 6, 7, 8. Ah! Had somebody made a comment on one of my videos about that they prefer fast walking to jogging because they go the same speed but it's easier on their knees. If you walk real fast, like racing, like some of those speeds, it might be easier on your knees, but it's not necessarily easy on your hips. I would like to keep running, but I think maybe I need to save energy for the sprints.
Yeah.
And long.
You still got 16 miles per hour in the corner on the YouTube channel.
I noticed that also, and I spent some time trying to figure out where is that so I can update it. I can't find it anywhere. And let me pause. I can't. It's not in that OBS software. So it's YouTube somewhere. And I looked everywhere I could think of to look. I browsed around, couldn't find it. So I came up with a theory. Whenever I make a new, like, if I succeed today, then this live stream will get turned into a video. And then I'll just have one more live stream scheduled. And I'll create a new schedule live stream for a week after. And whenever I do that, I copy previous settings. And I'm thinking maybe that's where it got that I ran 16 from. So if I can remember when I try it this time, I'll just create a new entry from scratch and see if that does it. But next week's might still say 16 because I already did that.
10:55.
Okay, I know. So for the, you got this stats up. Okay, so for the shirt, I just put the main quote that's on the shirt. See how many people recognize the shirt just from the picture, relatively poor quality picture, and the phrase, $200 a day plus expenses. And I recognize that phrase right off. Okay, if for anybody watching hasn't figured it out yet, it's from a TV show called The Rockford Files, which it says in very small print down here. And that's James Garner playing the character of Jim Rockford. That's one of my favorite TV series, still is. Okay, I talk about a memento. So this memento, this is from, Carla and I brought this home from Texas. It's sand art in a glass jar. And we saw it at a bunch of artisans had little booths set up. And we liked her art a lot. And we thought, we're going to have to fly home on an airplane. No way we could get this home without the sand getting all messed up. The lady overheard us and assured us that it would survive the trip just fine. And what she does after she makes the sand in there, which we got to watch her do some, she poured some gravel in the top. Well, she put this glass, smaller glass, like a shot glass or something, down on the inside, so it's not so much sand. But the gravel around here goes down about 3/4 of an inch. And then she poured some kind of a liquid adhesive type stuff, like, I don't know, maybe polyurethane, because it was clear. It was clearish when she poured it, and I don't see it now. But It has held that sand in place despite the airplane trip, and we've had this here for years. And houses have constantly bombarded with micro vibrations from the earth, but that hasn't bothered that either. So okay, that's the memento for this week. Okay, announcements. Okay, nothing on the screen has changed, but I got an idea to try something different with my GoPro, but I'm not going to try it this week because I'm going to use it for a high-speed, slow-motion shot from there this time. And okay, you can turn that off, and I'll explain. This has a stop cord. All treadmills have a stop cord. All motorized treadmills have a stop cord. And I tried clipping it to shirt, belt, pants, different things. But no matter where I clip it, when I'm running, occasionally my hand will hit the cord will bounce around and my hand will hit it and it'll pull it out. And in the middle of a workout, that's very unpleasant. So what I've got now, I've got the stop cord out, and I've tied a piece of yarn to it that comes to this music stand, which I use for a camera mount sometimes. And I was in my safety harness, and I lowered my weight into it. I can grab this cord anywhere, and an angle is right to pull it out. But I think it's low enough. It should not bounce around, and my hand is high enough. I don't think it will snag it. And I've tested it, and it seemed to work. And the other one more thing is my safety harness. Promise took me to a store somewhere, and I bought some clips for like their office supply store type clips, and I clipped.
Raise it up.
What?
Raise it up. The arm of the treadmill floppy. There we go. Yeah.
It's made for binding papers or something, but I put it on here just today to see if that will keep the straps from flopping around some. I don't notice the straps flopping while I'm actually sprinting, but sometimes I notice it when I'm not sprinting. And okay, what's after next? A nice person sent me a comment on a video. You didn't put this. Okay, so this guy's username on YouTube is Najmuddin. I don't know what that means, if it means anything. But I love his message. It starts with, thank you, bro, treadmill sprinter. That part I understand. This sentence I'm not sure I understand. I love run at treadmill too, because my morning and afternoon time are on the saddle. And I don't understand it. But the rest of it I understand, and I love it. And I'll mention that I've been on a ketogenic diet for a long time to try to get my brain cells fueled with ketones instead of glucose, or in addition to glucose. And a ketogenic diet means to try to keep total carbs under 20 grams per day, which is very, very little. No sugar and very few carbs. So that's preface. So here's what he wrote. Sprinting is better than running. Running is better than jogging. Jogging is better than walking. Walking is better than sleeping. And sleeping is better than doing nothing. But doing nothing is still better than eating carbs. I love that. Okay, you can put it up now so somebody can read it. And okay. Okay, so you can put on the standard for success while I change shoes and socks. So I have not changed the standard for success, but I changed that little picture to show which one I'm on this week. And at 17.5, that should, if I succeed today, and each week, that should be about, where's my others? 7.2 today. So 7.5, I'll have to upgrade to a minimum of 2% incline to consider it a success at future speeds. Okay, that's taken. You can switch to faster options, and the faster options have not changed. Haven't heard back from the other two places about research high-speed treadmill. Haven't heard anything else about skill run. If I continue to improve 1/10 of a mile per hour per week, then I will be getting more and more interested in selling my skill run and buying a tough 24 mile per hour tough tread. If anybody is interested in buying a used skill run Unity 7000, then you can keep that in mind. And not only can you get a great treadmill, but you can get one that's been on YouTube.
Kelly, Barb, and Libby say hi.
Good morning, y'all. Kelly, Barb, and Libby, they're in the game I play. I'm not in the game, but they play the same game as me. I don't know how to say it. We're in the same guild,
Yeah.
and I'm in their guild, and so sometimes when there's a guild game going on, then I get to play that game with them. Okay. Maybe I should have done this before we start. Okay. Oh, and the slow motion stuff, I recorded slow motion last week from there, but I don't like how that video came out. So I tried to edit, but maybe I can make it look okay with more editing, but I'm not yet. So what I'm going to do after I try to sprint is show the one from last week, because last week it played a little bit and then it had some freezing. So we'll try it again today and hopefully not any freezing, just showing the same one again. And then maybe by next week I can show the one from behind and the one from almost in front. And are we ready to, oh, I got this backwards, I think. Yeah, I got that backwards. Okay, guest. Wow, I must have talked a lot. I didn't think I talked that much. Boot camp, running. Okay, so 1.5. Stop. Hi, kitty. Okay. Was 17.2 today.
Yep.
17.2. Oops, I can't do this good with that. Okay. Alright, restart. I'm gonna do 10 miles per hour just to wake up. Okay. 17.2. Ready? afterward to start that one. So I try. I noticed in videos, watching my videos, that I almost always start by holding on like this, and several times I bump the camera. So I've been experimenting with starting this way, and I didn't intend to try it this morning, but I guess I did it anyway. Okay, so you want to show the chart now? Okay, the chart. So I succeeded, right? 17.2 at 1.5%. Oh, okay. I had this marked up for if I succeed at 6%. While I catch my breath, why don't you go ahead and show the slow motion video? Is it working? Thank you, Barb. Did you see any freezing? Good. Okay. Okay, so I did it 1.5. Are you sure it was 1.5? Because this was just now was 1.
1.5.
Oh, okay. And so now I'm going to try. Oh, I know what happened to 1. Instead of slowing it down, I did a change to the incline, which was okay. So now I'm going to try 4%. Is the console camera okay? Okay, so it's 17.2 again. Okay. Oh. Standard, right? Minimum 3. So now you can show that chart thingy, and 17.2 at 6% is 305. 305 when the 2% is equal to 19.1 miles per hour. That's approximately same amount of energy. So I think that's all for. Wait, I say. What's that thing I say?
Libby says, "Wow."
Thanks, Libby. I'm gonna keep going and turn this into a workout. But we'll turn off the thing. But let me think of that thing I say. Can you help me?
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. I thought I was.
And always keep.
Oh yeah. Thank you for watching, and keep walking, running, or sprinting. Or if you're like Najmuddin, then just sprint with no carbs. Okay. Boot camp. I'm just gonna run. No, I got my sprinting shoes on.